Going on, everybody? Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Andre, what's up? Dogecoin to the moon. You still holding? Demetrius, good evening. Good to see you. Jason, what's going on, man? Happy Monday, guys. Excited to catch up, tell you what's been going on. Nice, Andre. Omar, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Come on in, everybody. Just gonna give it a few minutes as people come in. Talk about WeFunder, talk about answer the questions. Olivier, what's going on, man? Talk through some stuff tonight. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Make sure everybody's being taken care of. Andre, what's up, bro? Up 18K today? That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Make sure everybody gets some time to come in. Give it a few more minutes. I think YouTube's just now getting up and going also. Hope you all had a fantastic week. Daniel, what's going on, man? Ed, what's up, man? How's it going? Gonna give it a few more minutes, guys. Then we will get ready to go. Brett, what's going on, man? Hugh, how's it going? All right, glad to see YouTube starting to come through now also. Gonna give it a 2-3 more minutes, guys. John Michael, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Hope y'all are doing well this evening, not this morning, this evening. Pat, what's going on, man? Good to see ya. Happy hour. What are y'all drinking tonight? What's the poison of choice for everybody on the phone tonight? Gonna give it a few more minutes. We just had like 10 more people. 10 more people jump on. So we'll give it a few more minutes as people come on. I was like 5 minutes late trying to get everything set up. So sorry about that. Sean, you're welcome, bro. Demetrius, we are kicking ass, man. Like, when everyone gets on, I'll catch everybody else up on. Keystone, good choice. Bud and a blunt, good choice. Cherry lemon shine, good choice. Ooh, that sounds great. Nice. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. David, what's up, man? Good to see you. Doji to the moon. Steve, what's up, brother? How's your day, man? Good to see you. Oh, nice. That IPA sounds great, Ed. Man, that's fantastic. All right, guys, we're going to give it 2 more minutes. Let everybody jump on. I think YouTube just started piping in. We had like 15 people spike in the last 1 minute. So we'll give it a couple more minutes. Steve, you're welcome, brother. Happy to help. We're going to review that a little bit. Chad, what's going on, man? Happy Monday. Good to see you. Steve, welcome, brother. Noob in the room. Glad to see you. Glad you're here. Talk about we had a lot to talk about, Steve, but if you have any questions along the way, feel free to shoot me a message and we'll get it answered. Gonna give it 1 more minute, guys, and then we'll start diving in. I'm gonna review WeFunder and then talk about some folks are having a little bit of a hard time with getting stuff input into WeFunder. Apologies about that. WeFunder's seems a bit clunky if you guys haven't noticed, but it'll be nice to get our raise done and move on and start really throttling down on the company build. Christina, how's it going? Happy Monday, Christina. Glad you're here. Give it like 1 more minute, guys, then we'll start jumping in. In the meantime, I'm going to set up my screen share. Oh, Hugh, that's awesome, man. I'll throw that up on the screen while everyone's coming in. So, Gally, if you stop in, you let me know for sure. All right, we will jump in here in a sec. Just getting my screen share up and going. One more minute, guys. We had another 10 people jump in, 8 people in the last 30 seconds, so we'll give it one more minute. Randy, how's it going, my friend? Big howdy from Texas. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. All right, guys, let's get rolling. Happy Monday. Hope you all are doing well. So, structure of tonight's call is we're going to review WeFunder. We're going to review kind of the back end of WeFunder. I know quite a few of you all have been needing help, trouble with WeFunder. It has seemed quite clinky and clunky. I did spend about an hour and a half with our account manager on the phone today, trying to get everybody help that needs it. And so apologies on that. We are almost done with WeFunder. Probably about 2 more weeks of our raise. Hopefully we'll hit that $1 million in the next 2 weeks or so. But I just wanted to review everything with you guys. And then if you guys have questions at the end, we will go ahead and answer those. So as you can see on my screen, guys, we're crushing it. I mean, WeFunder has not even promoted us yet. And so I got confirmation today that WeFunder will begin their promotion of stonks starting Thursday morning. And so there's 3 components that goes into their push for us. So the first Thursday, there will be a big newsletter blast to everybody. And that's to their 1 million investors. We'll give a little description about stonks, and that goes out to all million investors. Secondly, they're spending $15,000 on Facebook ads and Instagram ads to push traffic to our campaign. And the threshold for that was $200,000 raised. And so we obviously have surpassed $200,000 raised thanks to everybody involved in stonks thus far. And so now WeFunder is taking it upon themselves to begin pushing traffic from Facebook and Instagram to our campaign as well. And then third, because we've raised $250,000, they will do a spotlight on us only and send it to their million investors next week as well. So huge push. The WeFunder team thinks we can hit our million by doing that push in the next 2 weeks. So huge props to everybody on this call. Most of you all have invested, but y'all just being here, even if you couldn't invest monetarily, just the support and the word of mouth that you guys are spreading is huge, absolutely tremendous. But I just wanted to review that because a lot of you on the call today have been having troubles with verifying your investment. And so if you reserved money before the Form C was filed, remember the Form C was filed on Friday. And so everybody that reserved their investment before the Form C was filed has to go back and verify their investment. And this is an SEC rule. And so we have to abide by it, unfortunately. And so a lot of you guys had said, like, I put, $500 in already. Now it's asking me to pay another $500. That's not the case. So if you invested, let's just use an arbitrary number of $500 and sent it into WeFunder cash, then that will be a payment option here under number 3. And so say you sent $500 to WeFunder cash, under payment information, it will prompt you, say, would you like to apply your $500 credit from WeFunder cash to this investment? And then it should automatically be checkmarked. So it's not recharging you. What it's doing is it's moving, let's say, your $500 from WeFunder cash into now being able to as a payment method. And so please go ahead and go back and look through that. I will put the link. This link works for everybody if you guys need to do this. I put the link in the chat, and that will take you right to your investment page. So if that, and that's only the case if you send it to WeFunder Cash. If you haven't sent money in yet, you can just go ahead and go to normal payment information. So let me show you guys what that process looks like. So you can change your payment method. Brian, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. So you can change your payment method. Remember, if you send money to WeFunder Cash, that will be the first option. And so it will say apply credit from WeFunder Cash, and then that'll be the first option. You can put your payment method in, you can add new, and then you can use a bank, credit card, or an IRA. So if you want to invest into stonks and have that investment grow tax-free, that's where you would use an IRA to be able to do that. And they have partnered with Alto IRA, and so you would set up an account through them, and then your investment will go through an IRA. And then click, 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 boom, 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 complete investment. So that's what the process looks like. So sorry for all the confusion, guys. I know it's been kind of frustrating, but if you have any other questions on that, throw it in the chat, and happy to answer those for you. Let me check on the chat real quick. Okay, guys, moving on. Something I wanted to review with you guys tonight was our projections. So there's two lines of business that we're rolling out in the next few months. We're launching Stonks Trading, where you will be able to trade stocks of publicly traded companies. You'll be able to short stocks of publicly traded companies, and then you'll be able to have options trading, crypto trading, trading or IRA investing through stonks and whatnot. So that's our first line of business. The second line of business is stonks banking, where we're going to offer free checking accounts to our users, to our shareholders. Be absolutely free. The checking account, the company makes money from the merchants. And so how that works is you have your stonks debit card, you go into a coffee shop, you swipe your stonks debit card, we get paid 1.5% to 2% from the Visa network. So completely free for our stonks users to be able to use our banking service. That's going to be backed up by BBVA, Bancorp, Green Dot, or there's one other one I can't remember off the top of my head, but we're evaluating 4. So there'll actually be real SBIC insured bank accounts. They'll just be branded as a stonks bank. So walking through our numbers based on that. So this is based on our $1 million goal, where I believe we can get with the money raised on WeFunders. So projection number 1 is maintaining a 66-cent CAC. And so a CAC, if you guys are not familiar with, stands for customer acquisition cost. And so basically what that means is it costs us 66 cents to get a user on the wait list. And then we have some metrics for conversion to paying customers or free customers that use our bank. But this is roughly if we maintain a 66-cent CAC. That will get Stonks Trading, based on the money that we plan to invest on advertising growing the company, about $1 million, and MRR stands for monthly recurring revenue. So that gets us about $1 million in monthly recurring revenue, and then about $2 million in monthly recurring revenue from Stonks Banking. So to put into perspective, guys, like if we can hit those goals with this money raised, this round of investment, that would give us $36 million a year in revenue. And if you guys want to get super geeky about it, we would have a 10x valuation on that. And so valuations are usually projected forward earnings. And for high growth software companies, that's between a 10 and 20x multiple. So I know that's super geeky, but basically what that means is if we can hit 36 million, and again, these are projections, but this is based on our current customer acquisition cost. If we can hit 3 million a month, Christy, what's up? No worries. We're just getting caught up. Welcome. Happy Monday. So if we can hit that $3 million a month revenue based on this raise, getting into super geeky valuations here, that gives us about a $300 million valuation. Our current is 10 million. So our current valuation is 10 million. So that's a huge increase. So what I did is I did a second projection saying we double our customer acquisition costs, meaning it costs, now it's more expensive to get people on our user wait list and to convert into users. And so basically I doubled the spend on that to get to about 1.6 million a month in revenue, which gets us about a $20 million a year revenue generative company, which is about a $200 million valuation. So anyways, guys, what that means for you is if we can 100x this investment round, to $100 million, or 10x this investment round to $100 million valuation, then that means this investment would grow by 10x essentially. And so that is what our goals are. That is what we are investing the money into to grow the users and the company. And so the use of funds, and this is assuming that we may raise $1 million, which I believe we will spend $250,000 on advertising and marketing. Results should be around 100 to 150,000 users, and that depends on where the customer acquisition cost lies for us. $500,000 will be spent on the development and the launch and the design of the platforms. Remember, we got 2 platforms, banking and trading. So about $500,000 on phase 1 of the platform. And unfortunately, we have to hire lawyers and accountants and whatnot. And so we'll spend about $250,000 on operations. And then WeFunder takes 7.5% for helping us raise money, which is a fantastic return for them as well. So anyways, that is what we are planning. That is the go forward strategy. And it's super exciting. So that's what I have for a review. And is there any questions about kind of how we got those numbers, where we should be in 9 months by the close of the year, or I guess 7 months now? Any questions on that, guys? I'm going to open up the floor to you. This isn't Ask Me Anything. I talked for a little too long now. I only like to talk for 10 minutes or so on these Ask Me Anything. So, yeah, let's go ahead and open it up for questions. Make sure everyone's being taken care of. I believe I stopped sharing my screen as well. Kevin asks, are banking and trading going to be separated at one point? Kevin, yeah. So it's not going to be the same. Well, so this is where the legal team will come in when we hire them. So either we probably will have Stonks Banking LLC and Stonks Trading LLC, which then Stonks Trading, the company, would own 100% of both those. But we may have to separate it out on paper, but it's going to be in one platform. And so so when you open up your Stonks app, will take you to the bank or take you to the trading interface, or on the login it will say like Stonks Banking or Stonks Trading. You click into one and it'll redirect you to whichever one you want to get into. So that will come in the UX design. The UX is user experience, and so that's where all the back end flows start to get put together. But it will be one company. Now, whether legally we separate it into different entities that Stonks Trading owns, which is what we all own, that will be we'll have to figure that out as it comes. John Michael, I am drinking some wine tonight. That's all I had in the fridge, unfortunately. And so I got some wine tonight, which is fine. If it has alcohol in it, I'm usually not one to complain about it. So also, John Michael, I know you had some questions on WeFunder. Did I answer those for you? How far are we along before the app comes out? Demetrius, great question. So we're still wrapping it up. I want to make sure that the design and the workflows are spot on for what we want and what we need. Because remember, we're trying to grow $1 billion company here. So there's speed to market and there's strategic speed to market. So we're trying to go strategic speed to market. And once the raise is complete, it should be about 4 weeks after that, and we should be able to get it live on the App Store. So the company shares applied to the entire package, correct? Yeah, that's right. Sorry if I'm sniffling, guys. I got some bad allergies tonight, but yeah, the company shares applies to the entire package. You're exactly right. We have 10 million shares. We have a $10 million valuation cap, which means if we raise $1 million in this round is 10% of our cap table, which is 10% of the company. And so we're not going to issue more shares, so we're not going to dilute anything. But yeah, the company shares are the entire package. You're exactly right. When approximately will the paper trading? Will we have around the same time, Hugh? Randy, around the same time the app comes out for beta testing, paper trading will be there as well. Will we build out a platform similar to Binance/Coinbase? Yeah, so it will be more like Robinhood, Chime, Coinbase is probably what it'll be. So if you guys don't know what Chime is a bank. Not really a bank. They use hold on, guys. They use Bancor, I believe, as their backend. But Chime is a free bank. Sorry, allergy season, man. Chime's a free bank. So you can open up a Chime account, get a free bank, free debit card, and they're worth $55 billion. So, which is why we're adding a bank as well. So look at that. So Robinhood, 45 billion, Chime, 55 billion, Coinbase, 100 billion. So right there's 200 and something billion dollars in market cap, and we want to take 1% of it at first, right? So you do the math, 1% makes everybody very, very wealthy. That's invested in this round and has free shares even. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Will we build it? Yeah, okay. Yes, finally got WeFunder to respond to my emails. Good. WeFunder allows you to reconfirm investment by September. Why September? What happened in September? Eric, I think that's just I don't know. There's no reason for it. I think they just have a 6-month clock on it. So if you never confirm your investment, then it will just drop off. And that's why you have to confirm it by September. But our round will be long closed by then. So I'm very hopeful that we can close the round in 2 weeks, which means there will be nothing left to do except build the company $2 billion. So Eric, also, you were able to confirm your investment, right? I think I saw it come through, but let me know. What kind of interest are you thinking about in savings account? So still, Steve, this is a fantastic question. Still working through that. Not quite sure yet. We're going to start with a checking account first because that's a pretty big business in a box. And then the company, which we're all shareholders of, makes money per transaction, right? And so to put it into perspective, if we get even just our shareholders, which eventually, hopefully, we have 150,000 of all of us shareholders, just by us shareholders using Stonks Banking, that's 36 million a year roughly in revenue, just by 150,000 shareholders using a bank that we all own. And so by saying that, we're going to get the checking up and going first, and then savings that will be determined by the partner that we bank with. But we're also thinking about doing a reward system in crypto. And so, if you use your Stonks bank card, your debit card, then you mine cryptocurrency. And so still working through what the architecture looks like there. That's a slow burn on the roadmap, but could be pretty fun on what we do from there. Will Stonks be? Hell yes, Pat. Stonks will be public someday. And so I would not be doing this for all of us if the exit strategy was not public, right? And so I want us to have a huge party, celebrate, forcing our way at the table on Wall Street by going public. But yeah, the exit strategy is going public either through a SPAC or a direct listing. And so if we hit these numbers, we can be public by the middle of next year if we hit these 150,000 user numbers. So keep that into mind also. If we're hitting 50 million a year in revenue, that gives us a market cap of about 250 to 500 million. So we could be a small cap public company on those numbers. Will we have native cryptocurrency? Jason, still working on the, I think what you mean by like a stonks coin as native crypto. If you mean a specific stonks coin, still we're going to have a lawyer help us through that because the SEC is really cracking down on companies that are offering their, doing their own ICOs or token offerings. But native cryptocurrency, that's on the roadmap to be able to trade cryptocurrency on our platform, and not just Bitcoin and ETH and Dogecoin. Like an actual exchange is on the roadmap for sure. Steve, yeah, this is a great question. So WeFunder is not a donation. It is an investment. And so that gets you more equity of the company. You're exactly right. So just to review real quick, the investment terms on WeFunder is we have a $10 million market valuation cap. We're going to raise $1 million. So $1 million divided by 10 million gives us 10%. So the whole of the pie in this raise is 10% if we raise $1 million, and then whatever slice of the pie that you own in that gets you roughly that much equity in the company. Shares is another word for equity. And so, for example, we're at a $10 million value cap. So $100 invested onto WeFunder gets you 100 shares. It's about what it turns out to be. Good question. Christina, this is a great question. No, they will not. And that's how you grow the company, right? So to put this into perspective, okay, if we hit so here's how valuations of companies work. I've been doing this a really long time. I'm not an expert on valuing companies, but from a high 30,000 foot view, this is how I understand it, just because I've been in the tech world for quite some time, almost my whole career. So put it this way. So if we have 150,000 users and we're doing $3 million a month in revenue, that gives us $36 million a year in revenue, right? That's not net. That's not necessarily profit, but that's like $36 million a year in revenues. So what that means is if we go to market again and raise another round, we would raise at a 10x multiple of revenues, right? So to put into perspective, if we're doing $36 million a year, and if you all want to get down some pen and paper to write this equation down, this is kind of how it works. So if we're doing $36 million a year in revenue, we would raise at a minimum, so we'll just use the minimum, we will raise at a 10x multiple, okay? And so what that means is that our value cap, so our valuation cap, would be $360 million. And so what that means is on a value basis, on a value cap basis, if we're valued at $360 million and there's 10 million shares of the company, that means each share would be worth $36 at that point, roughly. Now those are rough estimates, but that's about what they would be worth. They're worth on our current value cap $1. So that's a 36x increase in shares. So all that to say is the next time if we raise 10%, we would raise $36 million on a 10% capitalization. So that's super nerdy, super geeky. That's the longest way to say, yes, it's expected to increase dramatically, especially if we hit those numbers and get a $360 million valuation on that. So I hope, Christina, I hope that answered your question. Let me know if you want me to clarify. So I invested in the first WeFunder. Oh, okay, Kyle. I think you're a bit late, bro. I went over this about 7:10, but let me quickly go over it one more time. Here, let me share my screen so that you guys can, for those that are just joining. So for those that invested into WeFunder originally, like let's say 3 weeks ago before the Form C was filed, and you sent your money to WeFunder cash, that will be applied as a credit. And so what I mean by this, let me show my screen. So Kyle and everybody else that joined a little bit late. So on this page, when you click up here, I put the link in the chat, but Stonks Trading Inc./invest, it will have your investment amount, and you can increase it or decrease it if you want, whatever. Oops, my screen's going away. There we go. You can increase it, decrease it, whatever you want. Investing profile, you need to check that out. And then under payment information. So Kyle, let's say you sent in, before the Form C was filed, let's say you sent $750 to WeFunder cash to reserve your investment. Under payment information, it will say credit $750 WeFunder cash. So it's not charging you again, it's using that credit to invest into the campaign. And so that will pop up automatically, and it will say, like, it'll have a checkbox and say, would you like to use your WeFunder cash? Check it, and then you're good to go. It won't charge you again, it's just pulling from the WeFunder cash. If you wanted to change your investment method, your payment method, you just go add new. You can go bank, credit card, or IRA. The reason why people would invest with an IRA is because your investment through an IRA would grow tax-free. So, if you invest, $10,000 and we, go public at 10 billion, right? Like, that investment grows completely tax-free. And that's why some people would invest into IRA, which then you want to pay, 30% in capital gains on that. But so that's an option. Click, 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 complete investment. So again, to recap real quick, if you sent money to WeFunder cash before the Form C was filed, it's going to show up as a credit down here. It's not going to charge you again unless you increase the investment, of course. And then you should be good to go. So hope that answered everybody's questions that came after 7:15. And if not, happy to go through that again. So Kyle, let me know if that. Let me know if you have more questions on that. Darla, did that answer your questions as well? Let me know if that did not answer your question. Working swing shift, however, has there been more than one WeFunder campaign? Brady, this is the only WeFunder campaign we've done. So I hope that answered your questions. Let me know if it didn't. Chad, did that answer your question? Okay, WeFunder will still not allow me to complete my investment, even through your link showing an error and to email support. I match my here. I'll show my screen again, guys. Look. Type in URL wefunder.com/stonks, no periods, Stonks Trading Inc./invest, and that will take you to your investment page. This is mine. I'm logged in as myself. Make sure you log in. And then Chad, let me know if you're having problems, because you shouldn't be, because I walked through like 10 people's profiles this morning with the account manager, and it looked like it was working fine. And I think like 85 people have confirmed their investment. So I know it's working. So just let me know if you're still having problems, and I'm happy to jump on the call with you and work it out. Thank you. Still cannot figure out how to confirm. Brandy, let me know if that answered your question. I put money in and it went through, then tried to add exact same amount by adding to cash. Been pending over a week. Can you go through that process just to make sure, but it should be clearing. If not, I will. Yeah, so It hit my bank again. Okay. How long do we have a chance to buy at $1? Guys, let me know if it hit. Still not. Okay. All right. Let me go through. Steve, let me answer your question real quick. To follow up on Christina's question, approximately how long do we have to a chance to buy at $1? Until the round's closed, and then we're done. And so, if we decide to open up another round, then it will be at a significantly higher valuation than it is right now. Let's see. Darla says still not working. All right, Darla, let me go to yours real quick. All right, let me, Darla, I'm checking on yours real quick. Darla, yours was one that I looked at with the account manager this morning, and she said yours should have been good to go. So let me see here. If you just, there are some that are pending still. We have like 50,000 in pending that it says the money's on its way. But I know Darla, for example, I know I definitely talked with her today about yours. But I'll chat with her again tomorrow, Darla. Maybe I can get her on the phone with all of us to our account manager. But the process should be wefunder.com/Stonks Trading Inc. /invest. And then it should take you to your original investment. You can confirm it. You go down to step 3, and it says, essentially, would you like to use WeFunder Cash? So let me know if that's not working out. This is the second one. The first one, 5x your investment over time. Randy, we changed those. We changed that. So this is the second. This is still the first one. We changed it from 5x to equity because almost like 95% of people said they would rather have shares than a 5x return, because obviously if we go to $1 billion company, it'd be like 1,000x return, right? So that's what we changed it about a month ago. Once done, yeah, Demetrius, I think I saw yours go through. So yeah, once it's done, you're good to go. I invested in the very first round prior to WeFunder. Do I need to? No, Bruce, it's just WeFunder. So if you invested on WeFunder, you'll need to re-verify, but I think you're good to go. I should have 2 different ways of I invested. Okay, do you see 2 transactions? Because I only see 1 transaction go through. So go back through that, and you can, the one that hasn't gone through, you can cancel it out and then redo it. But I think I've seen 1 come through. So make sure you verify the WeFunder Cash one, because that's where it's in. I'm looking at it right now. So you have to verify that one. And I think once that one's verified, then you can reinvest again. Because the WeFunder Cash, I do see it's there. It just hasn't been confirmed. Chad, same thing. Did you see the credit option under Stonks Trading Inc. /invest? Pat, we are working on that. Once this raise is done, then everyone will be able to see, everything. Steve, I'm guessing 2 weeks until this round closes. And so now that WeFunder is pushing everything, right? Like we're going to go out to them. When you go out, when WeFunder pushes it out, then I think we're going to be done, right? We did almost 300,000 without WeFunder's help, and so that's crazier metrics than they've ever seen. So once they start spending money on ads and stuff, I think we'll be done by next weekend for the close of the round. Can you check my payment came early April? Michelle, I will check after this, but whether you put the payment in or not, you still have to reconfirm it. We just went live on Friday with the Form C. So once that Form C filed with the SEC requirement requires that everybody reconfirms their investment. So if you go to Stonks Trading Inc. backslash or wefunder.com/Stonks Trading Inc. /invest, you'll be able to see if it will. Demetrius put in the chat, like you will see it's added to your portfolio once that's done. And so, yeah, let me know. Yeah, guys, this is completely separate from Gust and PandaDoc. When I sent agreements out, this is completely different. This is only WeFunder. Everything else that we've done before this is already taken care of. This is only WeFunder. Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. I'm only talking about WeFunder, guys. So yeah, if you put money before when we were doing Gust, that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm only talking about the raise on WeFunder. Yeah, Kyle, you're good to go, bro. Yeah, Keith, I don't think we'll grow that fast. I mean, that'd be rad if we do. But yeah, so if we have 150,000 users, that's where these numbers are coming from, right? So if we have 150,000 users, each share would be roughly $36, $35 on that type of valuation if we hit those numbers. So it's not going to be that quick. This is not, unfortunately, this is not a publicly traded company, so you don't have huge spikes by people pumping and dumping. So there has to be some real intrinsic value there. But yeah, I mean, hopefully by the end of the year, we get valued at, $300 million, and everybody's happy for the next year going in, right? So yes, I hope that answered your question. I tried it and it goes to no. No, look, guys, I just did it. Here, I'll share my screen and I'll go into a private window. Watch. wefunder.com/Stonks Trading Inc. No dots, no periods in between, /invest. And it will take you, now I'm not signed in, but it will take you to that page, right? And so if I was signed in, see I'm logged out in the top right. If I was signed in, it will take me to my back end. But there's no 404. You just can't put periods in between those. So let me know if that worked for you, Michelle. Texted pictures of my account. I'm coming to Iowa. Come on, Hugh. It's nice here. It's 85 degrees today. I'll take a look after this, brother. Hey, look, guys, like you can go to our website and I have a calendar up there. So if you guys want to book time with me to work through this one-on-one, here, I'll show you on the site. Yeah, if you guys are like, seriously, I said this in our last happy hour. Anybody that wants to book time with me, I'm more than happy to, right? So on our website, trystonks.com, let's chat, top right-hand corner. This is my calendar. So if you guys want to chat, you just hit a time and we can chat. This goes right, like it's 15 minutes, we'll get it figured out. So trystonks.com, let's chat, and it'll take you right to my calendar so that we, if you need help through stuff, like I want to make sure you guys are being taken care of. Like we can do a screen share and walk through what's going on. But yeah, I'm happy to get on the phone with you guys and walk through this. So just use that calendar for sure. So let me know. Yeah, hope that's helpful. Christina, you're welcome. WeFunder send an email to confirm investment. Check your emails, people. Yes, thank you. Yeah, for for sure. And then again, if you didn't get the email, just go to that link that I put in the chat. I'll put it in again for you guys. Go to this link. Like, it will take you to your investment. So go through that again. It will take you through your investment. Okay, so the investment I agreed to in the beginning of the launch on WeFunder a few weeks ago didn't actually get charged to my account until now. Kyle, it's yes or no. So if you before I feel like you sent in money like weeks ago. Before the Form C was filed, which was on Friday, is when it cleared. If you sent money to WeFunder cash, then it debited your account. If you just said, I'm going to throw in $1,000, but didn't attach your bank account or send money to WeFunder cash, then it has not debited your account yet. If and only if you sent money to WeFunder cash, where it would have debited your account. So if you send money to WeFunder cash, you have to reconfirm your investment. You would use WeFunder cash as the credit because you've already sent money to escrow. And then you should be good to go. Darla, use that link I sent. I just did it on the screen. So if you're still getting I'm not sure. We can walk through this on the phone. If you need help, just use that link on the website, and I'm more than happy to jump on the phone with anybody that needs help, especially before we have like 100,000 people. So if you need help, just let me know. Kyle, did I answer your question, brother? All right, guys. I know this is frustrating. I appreciate you guys, trying to make it happen. Let's just say I will be very, very happy once this raise is done through WeFunder. A little bit more clunky than I think all of us were expecting. You would think it would be a pretty easy process. Okay, Darla, go ahead and here, let me see what's going on with that link. Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't be working. I just did it on the screen for everybody, so I don't know why it wouldn't be working now. Trent, okay, let me see. Not sure if you saw my question. Do you know how long it takes for a transfer from an IRA? I believe, so that, Trent, that's on Alto's side, but I think it's 5 to 6 days, but it will reserve your position. So I wouldn't be worried about, not being able to invest. So what you can do is you can essentially commit to investing however much you want to invest on WeFunder, and then use Alto Invest to be able to invest with your IRA. And then it will like hold that position for you, if that makes sense. So I think it's 5 to 6 days to transfer the money, but that's gonna be on the Alto side. So you have to open up an account with them, transfer your money from your IRA into Alto, and then into WeFunder. So if you need help on that, let me know. Happy to jump on a call for that. Kyle, I'll double check on my end, bro. Like, I'll make sure this gets figured out. And then if you want to jump on a call, just use my Calendly link on the website, and we can knock it out. Yeah, thanks, Demetrius. Perfect. That was my concern. Thanks. You bet, Trent. Yeah, just let me know if you need help, brother. Thanks, Demetrius, for pointing that out. You can also just go natively through WeFunder to get to our page to invest. So there's many different ways to get there. Perfect, Kyle. Yeah, we'll work through this, bro. I want to make sure everyone's taken care of, and that everyone is confident with moving forward with WeFunder. And then we should be done with these guys in 2 to 3 weeks. So let's just crank through it for another couple weeks, and then we'll be done, and then we'll go on to building the company. And so if it shows stonks in my portfolio, then I'm good. Brandy, yes. So if stonks is in your portfolio, then you're good to go. And Brandy, I think I saw you come through, so I think you're good to go anyways. But yeah, you're good to go. I do know everyone with my last name can trace it back to Scotland. That's awesome. Okay, guys. Any more questions? We're bumping up against the hour now, but I want to make sure that you guys get everything answered. It wants me to sign contracts to complete. I've already signed. Chad, these are contracts with this round with WeFunder. It's a convertible note round, so it's a different contract. So you'll have to sign them. It's an SPV, so you'll have to sign to complete the round. When is swag coming? Swag is coming as soon as we close the round. And so a couple weeks, then we're gonna. We have some local people in Iowa that are partnering with us to give us a nice discount. They do great work, and then we're gonna start pumping swag out. And so that's coming. And then I'm working on getting some traditional marketing stuff done for us so that we can start hitting it hard. Stonks Wrestling Ticket for everyone. Kevin, what's up, bro? Yes, sir. I was actually thinking about it'd be cool to get some stonks. Oh, guys. We may be sponsoring a jiu-jitsu tournament in Portland soon. I can't give you any more details on that because everyone would know that follows UFC. Everyone would know the promoter that wants to promote us. So I can't because we haven't solidified the partnership there yet. But so that could be pretty huge. This guy has about 500,000 people that follow him. And so if you type in Portland UFC scene, you would know who I'm talking about. But that's all I can. That's all the information I can give you right now. So. Going to try my best to get WeFunder figured out. They're supposed to merge my two portfolios into one. Okay, John Michael, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, they've been pretty clunky, but if you need to jump on a call, go to trystonks.com and then the button that says let's chat. That's my calendar. So just book some time on there and we'll make it happen. Teresa, are you on the phone? I just saw a message come through. The first round is now showing I have only $8. Teresa, I don't know, but I'll check on my end. If you're on the phone, I will check. And is this from WeFunder? Yeah, so anyways, let me know, Teresa. All right, guys. We are bumping up against the hour. So I'm going to wind it down for the night, get some rest so we can start cranking tomorrow. Let's do another Ask Me Anything sometime this week. I'll get it out, maybe Thursday night, just so that we can make sure everything's getting wrapped up on the WeFunder front. And then we're cranking. Then, once the round's closed, we raise $1 million. Like, it's going to be hammer. Like, we're going to go we're going to hire some internal engineers, internal UI UX guys and gals, couple operations people, customer success. And so we're gonna be cranking after the rounds close. So I'm starting to prep for that so that we can get from a $10 million valuation to a $200 million valuation in 9 months. And so that's a ton of work, but it all starts right here. And so I appreciate you guys just grinding with me. I know it's frustrating. I'm trying to take care of all of you. There's 6,000 people, 7,000 people, and 1,500 that are super, super active. And so I'm trying to take care of everybody as much as I can. So thanks again for the patience. But appreciate you guys. Let me know. Can you send us some swag links? Yeah, Keith, I will for sure. So let me know if you guys need help. Go to the website and click Let's Chat if you want some one-on-one time to work some stuff out. But until next time, everybody, super thankful for all of you. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day. I know you guys want to be chilling at home, but I appreciate you guys hopping on. And until next time, guys, let's take stonks to the moon, baby. Have a great night. Peace, everybody.